Came to VP of the Nerve DJs. We got 1,500 DJs all around the country. And all we like to do is break new artists and break new records. Once again, we like to break new artists, which is y'all. Yeah. Breaks new records.
Say it again, say it again.
We like to break new artists and break new records.
All right, we're here with Quincy Taylor, a.k.a. Big Heff. How long have you been in the industry, Heff?
Man, listen, I started in 2001 working at Landspeed Records, then started working at Shady Records with M50, D12, and OB Trice, just doing the artist development thing. So now I'm working at Def Jam. It's a crazy thing, celebrating the 30-year anniversary. So working with a lot of the greats, but I feel like it's starting off with the Run DMC, LL Cool J era, and the stuff that I grew up listening to, and then working at the greatest record of all time, label of all time. I'm here now.
Who is one of your favorite artists to work with?
You know what? I'm always a creative or curator of the new wave. So just working with somebody like a Vince Staples that's new on the scene, it's great to me. And then, but I've seen people from Young Jeezy to Mike Jones to Paul Wall to Snoop Thugg, from 50 Cent to Eminem, just start off their careers. So just working with new artists is always a great thing. So we just got a new artist signing by the name of Lil Cray at E1. So just working with artists like Lil Cray, Ray Jr., Kane from Bone Thugs, just working with new artists is a great thing to me because I like to develop the new styles and the new wave that's going to be popping from not just only right now, but in 2 years or 3 years from now.
Now, today at the show, you had two of your newer artists show up. What are their names, and how did you get in contact with them?
Shout out to Noon, shout out to Showmiles. Showmiles from LA, Noon is from Cleveland, Ohio. But just new artists is going to be a part of what's going on right now. Like I really see what's popping in the clubs and stuff right now. So I want to be a part of that feng shui of just them being in the clubs in 6 months or a year from now. So it's good.
So you take them when they're young and you really build them up and develop them?
I just like to develop new artists, develop new styles, develop new waves, and then if I put them in a system that I call like a structure or infrastructure about this Midwest stuff, and take them and develop them out. Shout out to Scotty ATL, shout out to Plain James from CMG, shout out to Fresco Kane, Ray Jr., Icewear Vezo. Like, we're really just developing a new wave of talent to come from the Midwest because the Midwest has a lot of talent, and we're usually the best sellers of music. So if we can develop the new style of that and a new wave of that, then it's time to go up.
Now, your most recent tour, the tour that I believe you're on right now, is the Streets Most Wanted tour, right?
Yes.
How did that take off?
You know what? I've been doing, at first, I call everything this Big Heff Industry Tour, and it's really to get an industry standard for the new wave of artists. But the Streets Most Wanted tour is just, it's street artists. Like, I feel like sometimes the industry they really get afraid of the streets, and I'm trying to just bring that street music back. That Icewear Vezo, that just new music that can replace the Young Jeezys and 2 Chainz and all that kind of stuff. Like, we gotta bring street music back because that's where hip hop started at.
Okay. Now, your latest venture is Beyond Stars Entertainment. What inspired you to start that?
I just want to start establish platforms for our artists, so no matter if it's distribution, if it's online, whatever the case may be, just establishing different platforms for our artists to take their music and their careers to the next level.
So going back to your Streets Most Wanted tour, would you consider working with alternative artists as well as more street artists too?
Definitely, because you know, at the end of the day, like the industry's on a new wave of this, from the street anecdotes and like, it's all just about a new wave. So it doesn't have to particularly be just about a street, but it's a new wave, a new vibe of material that's coming out. It's gonna lead the next generation. You feel me? Like, it has to be on some next level stuff. And listen, at the end of the day, like I believe in the Midwest. I want our culture. I want our vibe to be seen just as spectacular as the West Coast, as it's down south, or whatever. And we have that way. So when I do these industry tours, when I do these Streets Most Wanted tours, it's really about bridging the gap between other artists in the Midwest. Bringing our platform from the Midwest to the West Coast, to the down south, to the East Coast. So you'll see me in LA, you'll see me in New York, you'll see me in Texas, you'll see me in Houston. And it's just really about this next wave of action, new wave of artists just doing it.
Right. And now that you've seen Ola Morte perform, what did you think about us?
Man, creative. The energy was crazy. And, you know, just seeing artists like a Post Malone, seeing artists like a Bryson Tiller, like, it's just new stuff going on. Like, it's new stuff going on, and so you have to pay attention to what's going on. And you can't discredit it because a different platform, a different area, a different scene, that artist can take it to the next level. So that's what I believe in.
So
I sit there and watch the whole performance.
I hear you got a great love for the new and the exciting, and we look forward to seeing your Streets Most Wanted tour. And it was great to have you here in Grand Rapids tonight.